Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you guys.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Golden Gophers headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun. Like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
I send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Beck. Shoots it to the left. Got a man, it's Sowell. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The Nittany Lions right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They'll run the screen. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw one first. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Beck. Turns it upfield. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Booster, booster! Q! Go!
Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to People. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
The Golden Gophers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And it'll be Drake Lindsey leading the attack. Still a lot of upside for this quarterback, and they're hoping he can reach his potential. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, it's Taylor. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Right at the line. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the ground with the counter. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Making the adjustment on the play. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Rolls right. Gets rid of it. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give is to Taylor. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. They're all over him. He's got it way down the field. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Golden Gophers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Hits inside, it's Taylor. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And they turn it into a defensive score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Minnesota sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Running inside, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rides the option, he keeps it. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! What a catch in the end zone for 6.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Under pressure, just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Sweep. Level. Ready, go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Golden Gophers sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys?
Okay, Holly.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Took a shot as he threw. Gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To throw, it's Lindsey. Look out! Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with Minnesota's head coach at the half. They have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the third quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the third. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Straight ahead, it's Taylor. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Balls and fired complete. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Ready. Red 18. Go, go.
Here's Peoples one more time. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
That's a really good job by this defense, because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Rush is on. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the draw, it's Taylor. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Beck's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
On play action. Takes the easy completion. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Right side, it's Smith.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quick give, it's Taylor. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Taylor. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. One final play before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Hansen. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Martin. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the air, it's Beck. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Helms. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
That's a good 1st down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the 4th quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's 2nd and a mile. Snap in the shotgun. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
Follows his block. It's Martin. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They give it to him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Moving the pocket, it's Beck. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He's changing the play. Rides to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Gophers will take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, ready. We're at 18, we're at 18.
Keeps it, looking for the edge. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
14.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Third and long coming up. Changing the routes with his receivers. To the air, it's Beck. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He wants a big play here late. Got the tight end outside. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Tracy. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Turns up, it's Ford. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He runs out of bounds. Football is secured, and so is the game as the defense comes up large in the clutch. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, it's Hansen. Defense all over it.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
I tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Penn State. They went for it all and it paid off with the score. They put try to push this winning streak to 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After this, it'll be a wrap. Drops back on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. With the win today, they're now bowl.